It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On first down, Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They will run with Singletary. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
His 48-yard line.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 21-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And Now they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Herbert back to the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Singletary. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This is Ridley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front, and can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
From midfield, here's Allen. Going right side here, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to air one out. And this is caught for the Bills touchdown. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Not a stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert on first down now. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And the Chargers first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert operating from the red zone. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. to throw again. Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. The 40, 30, 10, 5. And he's going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, D, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 17-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go, here we go!
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On Herbert, his third interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Ridley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
3rd and 1.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen going up top. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Derwin James with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Herbert flushed out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Have a Bills 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll run with Ridley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. He kicks it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. punt here on the jet sweep. A very tough run before a short gain out near the 32. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Herbert on third down now. Complete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now the second down throw on target. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Herbert. First down and much more for Henry. And finally marked down at the 23. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Herbert now to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Herbert. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.